Any intelligent person will tell you change is the only thing that is constant in the world. Change is the only constant. And there will be people who will fight you to maintain the status quo. So when it's time to move on, move up, grow up, move forward, I've said it before, you're going to have to get comfortable with leaving people behind. You better get real comfortable with yourself, because you're going to have to swing from this side to that side in order to see what's out there for you. You got to, in order to go through one door, you got to open it, push, and go through. Why is this so important? Why is this so problematic? Well, yeah, go ahead, Johnny Blaze, because here's the thing, man. More than anything else, I think we as men hold ourselves back. Our inability to change. Thinking it's some virtue. Man, I believed something 5 years ago, and I still believe it to this point. Really? In the face of more facts, figures, data, statistics, real world experience, you still aren't going to change your position? Isn't this one of the things that bothers a lot of black folk? You don't like the old dogma of the Christian church telling you to turn the other cheek, and it's a new day. Okay, you don't want to keep forgiving and forgiving and forgiving. All right, but are you willing to change some of your diehard beliefs? This is why the most important thing, when I start out talking about personal development, what is the first thing we talk about? You got to get your head right. How you gonna be an ADOS black person in this country, especially a black man, and never having sat down with a therapist? Are you kidding? Are you kidding? You see what's going on in the country right now, and you have not escaped it. And you're not Superman. If you keep your own counsel, if you're your own therapist, you got a bigger problem than me saying this to you. I look at anybody who talks about their leader, or mover, or shaker, and especially that shared my reflection, and they said they'd never had sat down with a counselor or a therapist. And you over the age of 35? Come on, man. See, if you don't want to get your mind right, that's the foundation of everything. You take you everywhere you go. And if you think you got it, the arrogance it takes to believe that you got it right at 30 years old and you've been right for the last 20 years. I discovered the answer to the question of I've solved the anti-life equation. I've solved the life equation to 25, and I'm just going to go around and telling everybody to please get out of here. That's why I'm such a big proponent of therapy. Because when you have therapy, big swole, you know what happens with therapy? You start to realize you're fallible, you're human just like anybody else. And you give yourself grace and mercy to make changes, to make errors, to be fallible like everybody else. See, black men, you've been told you got to be a superhero. And black women, that's that old strong, independent thing. Black people have been told you can't make mistakes. Hell, we even preach some of this stuff. Talking about patronizing black business and this and that. But black people will give you one chance, but you can't script. No. Now see, we have to start giving each other room to fail. If we're going to get anywhere and do any of the things that we need to do as men, you're going to have to fail. You're going to have to leave corporate America and start and go. The people who want to own, you're going to have to get out and do the ownership thing, build your own business. And in that, you're going to fail. The average business fails in 5 years. And it's usually because of the sales, money. It always comes back to sales. The average millionaire has 7 failures before he has something. The average entrepreneur has 7 failures before something that works. You don't want to fail. Why? Because if you fail, we've been told we can't fail. That's why we stay at the worker level, at the low level, at the average level, because we've mastered average. Shut up. We've mastered average. We have mastered average. I can win the game on novice level. I'm the man on novice. Yeah, fam. But what about, advanced, expert, and insane? You have never tried to play the game on advanced. Why do I know that? Because we got a bunch of horizontal and no vertical. Why do I know that? Because I have to argue with a bunch of grown men about putting on the suit, about reading a book, about speaking more clearly. Know what I mean? Cuz, know what I'm saying? Now I'm talking about the Fat Albert, hey, but maybe you be weeble bubble boo bubble. Come on, man. Oh, I'm an educated thug. No. No. Nope. So you're going to have to change. If you want the respect that is you say you want to be this patriarch, this alpha male, whatever, you're going to have to change. My question is, at what point is it time to change? At what point change requires growth? And honestly, it's past time in my opinion, but at what age do you think the average black man needs to start growing up? Because I talk to a lot of brothers who are good dudes. I'm talking to you and it's like, you 30 years old or 25 years or 35 years old, but where we are as a group, a lot of other people had already surpassed that, were doing this in their early 20s. That's why I say stupid stay stuck. It's stupid to stay stuck. It's stupid to not change. It's stupid to continue to think you don't need to take in new information and moderate positions. And if it's always, I can't do that because I wouldn't be real, man, get the fuck out of here. I reject all of that. I reject it all because I look at only black men are held to this ridiculous standard. We can't change. We can't evolve. We can't grow. We can't improve. We judge black men in 2020 against themselves in 1980. Excuse me? We judge guys today in 2020 against what they said in 1995. Well, he said this back then, but now he's saying it. What? Every other group of men can evolve and grow and mature. But if we do, and here's the thing, we can drop that. We can drop it today. We can drop it today. We can stop holding this. We can stop doing this to each other. Stop doing it to ourselves. Say, you know what? I'm going to get out there and play by the rules that Brad, Lee, Ahmed, and Enrique play by. I'm going to get out there and be able to change, mature, evolve my positions like everybody else does. And the people who have a problem with it, they call you fake, phony, whatever. You just keep on moving like, ain't my fault. Stupid stay stuck, dude. I mean, honestly, what is it getting you? What is it getting you? See, I'm a proponent of playing the game. Oh, yes, I am. I'm a proponent of playing the game, and I'm a proponent of playing the game to win. And far too many of you are in the game, but you're playing it on easy mode. You're playing the game to stay in the game, not to win. You're in the game, and the other people are winning. Why? Because you're their labor. See, you'll go play the game to get the job. You'll cut your hair to get the job. You'll cover up the tattoos. You'll shave off your beard to get the job. You'll change your diction, the way you speak, the way you carry yourself to get the job. But then once you got it, that's it. That's where it stops. You won't keep playing the game to see how high you can go, to really get to a place of power where you can affect and make change. Nope. Because here's the thing. When you change, when you open yourself up to more, you open yourself up to more responsibility. And let's be real. It takes a hell of a man to want more responsibility.